Hello and welcome, my dear students. I am Rohan sir from Mehdi English Medium School. I welcome my all dear second standard little champs once again in English lecture. My dear little champs, you know that since few lectures we are preparing for exam which is going to commence from 10th of August, that is 10th of this month. So you don't have to worry about that, as we have done a lot of revision. Rather than fearing from it, you should enjoy it, because the things which we have revised a lot of time, we are going to appear for the same. So it should be just a piece of cake for you to answer all the questions. So now, dear students, to add more to the revision, I have brought something very much interesting, also something very much serious for you. So students, first of all, before I declare anything, you have to keep your books and pencil ready. Why? Because this lecture you have to give the test. It is not main exam, but it is the revision test. So that will let you know how much have you understood, how much have you learned. So please give the heading revision test. Now let us see what are the entire objectives of the lecture. So what are we going to do today is the revision test of meanings and true or false. Now here you have to check the answers properly. Now you can check at the end of the lecture, or you can check it in the lecture, because answers I will declare after each question immediately. For example, meaning number 1, I will give you the time to write, and after 2 to 5 seconds I will reveal the answers. So at the end of the lecture you have to calculate the answers which you have checked. You have to calculate the marks, how many are wrong, how many are right. Now I hope that you have given the heading revision test. Now these two are the topics, meanings and true or false. So the test is going to be for these two, meanings and true or false. Make sure you don't have to write the questions. I repeat, you don't have to write the questions. You have to just write down the answers. Now I hope that you have given the heading revision test and you are all set and all ready for the test. So first section is of meanings. Please give the heading after the heading of revision test. After leaving one line, please give the heading meanings, because first is the test of meanings. Here very clearly make sure that you write the answers only. Secondly, make sure you write with legible writing, that is readable writing. Your handwriting should be readable. So when you send it to your teacher, teachers will be able to read whatever answers you have written. Now it is mandatory to send it to the follow-up teachers. It is compulsory that you write the answers whatever you know and you send it to the follow-up teachers after checking the answers. Now the format will be like this. I will display the question. I will give you 2 to 5 seconds to write the answer. Again I will display the answers. At that time you have to put right or wrong. Whether your answer is right, you have to put tick mark. If it is wrong, you have to put cross mark. So, and then at the end you have to count the marks and you have to send the photos of your test to the follow-up teachers. So I hope that you have given the heading meanings. Now if you have given the heading, Here is the first question. The first question is buzzing. buzzing, buzzing. Don't write the questions, just write the answers. The first question is buzzing. Please write the answers. Try to remember the meaning of buzzing and write it down. You have to write the meaning of buzzing, buzzing. Now here one more twist is there. For those who are writing the answers, it's okay. But for those who are not writing the answers or those who don't know the answers, after I reveal the answer, please write it 2 times. Only the answers you have to write 2 times if you don't know the answer. Then you have to revise it in this lecture itself. For those who know the answer, when I display the answer, you have to check. Those who have not written the answer, they have to write 2 times after I show it to you. So here is the answer of buzzing. Making a humming sound. Please check your answers, check the spellings and everything. For those who have not written the answer, write it down 2 times. Because you have to send everything to the follow-up teachers. Write the answers 2 times. Making a humming sound. And those who have written the answers, please check it. If it is right, you can put tick mark. Making a humming sound. For those who have not written, write it down. Making a humming sound. If you remember, this was there in the first lesson itself. Okay, I hope that you have written. For those who have not written, I hope that that the one who have not appeared for this answer have written this 2 times. For those who have written while I showed you the question, please put, if it is right, please put tick mark, and if it is wrong, please put cross mark. Next question is drove. Please write the answers. For this, if you know the meaning of DROVE, drove. Write the answer number properly. You don't have to write the question, so please write the answer number properly. Answer 2. If you know the meaning of drove, write it down please. So I hope that you have written the meaning of this, you have written the answer of this. Let's see what the correct answer is. If you have written the answer, put tick mark or cross mark. If you have not written the answer at all, please ready to write it 2 times. Be ready to write it 2 times and quickly write it down. Correct answer is forced to fly or to live. The correct answer is forced to fly or to live. Now those who have not written the answers, please write it down 2 times as a punishment or as a revision. And those who have written, check your answers. The answer is forced to fly or to live. I hope other students are writing 2 times. Those who have not written this answer at first. The answer is forced to fly or to live. Okay, those who have checked and your answer is right, congratulations. Those who have not written the answer at all, now I hope that they have written 2 times this answer. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is pleased. You have to write the meaning for this. Pleased. So write the answer if you know the meaning of pleased. Those who don't know, be ready to write it 2 times. Those who know, please write the answer. Answer number 3, meaning of pleased. Now let's see what the correct answer is. Correct answer is happy. Happy, meaning of pleased is happy. So those who have not written, those who were not knowing the answer, please write it 2 times so that your follow-up teachers will come to know that you are not knowing this answer. Please write it 2 times. Happy, meaning of pleased is happy. And those who have written correct answer, please put the tick mark so that you will get 1 mark for it. Okay, Now I hope you written the meaning of this. Pleased is happy. Next question is poking. P-O-K-I-N-G, poking. Please write the meaning of poking and write it clearly with good handwriting. Meaning of P-O-K-I-N-G, poking. Ishubasi was poking the sword in the giant's mouth. So poking. It's very easy if you have prepared well. Meaning of poking. Okay, now let's see what the correct answer is. If you have not written the answer now, after I display, please write it 2 times. Correct answer is pricking with a sharp object. Pricking with a sharp object. Like I said, Ishubasi was poking the sword in the giant's mouth. I hope the one who have not written are writing now, and one who have written, please check your answers. Poking meaning is pricking with a sharp object. Also check the spelling of pricking. Sharp object, every spelling should be also correct. P-R-I-C-K-I-N-G, pricking with a sharp object. Those who have not written, I hope that the students, those who have not written this answer or were not knowing the answer, I hope they have written now. Pricking with a sharp object. Ultimately the goal is to learn, to understand. So it's okay if you don't know the answer, but then when I display the answer, write it 2 times so that you will get the revision of the same in this lecture. But then you will not count the marks of it if you are writing it after I display. Be loyal, be honest, because you are not cheating me, you are cheating yourself if you are looking to the answers and giving the marks. Okay, I hope that you have written it 2 times. Next one is samurai. Please write down the meaning of samurai. S-A-M-U-R-A-I, samurai. You don't have to write the question, just write the meaning of samurai. Also make sure while you write the answers, your spelling should also be correct. Samurai, this is very famous word for the first chapter. So I hope that you are writing the answers. The one who does not know the answer, again be ready to write the meaning of samurai 2 times while I display the answer. So the correct answer is a Japanese soldier. Please write the answers. Those who have not written, write it 2 times now. Those who have written, please check your answers and put the scores, put the marks. If it is true, if it is right, put 1 mark, put tick mark also. A Japanese soldier. Those who have not written, write it down quickly, but don't count the marks now. Samurai, the meaning is a Japanese soldier. In olden times, it was called, a Japanese soldier was called a samurai. So you should remember, if you have understood the chapter properly, Ishubasi was later converted into samurai. Okay, I hope that you have written now. Let's see what the next question is. Pie, P-I-E, pie. Now it is from the poem, obviously. Please write the meaning of it. It is long, so I'll give you 1 or 2 seconds more. P-I-E, pie. Please write the meaning of it. Don't forget to write the answer number properly. It's answer number 6, and you don't have to write the question. I'm repeating again and again. You just have to write the answers. Now for those who don't know, please be ready to write it 2 times. As soon as I show you the meaning, you have to write it 2 times, because then you cannot count the marks of it. The one who are writing now can only count the marks of it. Okay, so I hope that you have written. So the correct answer is a baked dish of fruit. Please write down, the one who have not written. The meaning of pie is a baked, it is not baked. I have heard many students speaking like this, baked. No, it is baked. A baked dish of fruit. Please write it 2 times if you have not written while I was giving you just a question. A baked dish of fruit. See the spelling of baked for those who have written the answer. previously, please check the spellings while you are giving the marks. It is a baked dish of fruit, because spelling is also very important. A baked dish of fruits. I hope you have written now. Next one is dandelion. Dandelion. Please write the meaning of dandelion. 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 This word was also there in the poem in second paragraph. Quickly write the meaning if you know. If you don't know, be ready to write it 2 times. Dandelion. I hope that you are writing the answers. Now, let's see what the correct answer is, and if you have written the answer, please check your answers. Correct answer is a plant with yellow flowers. Correct answer is a plant with yellow flowers. Please write down 2 times if you have not written previously. And for those who have written the answers, please check your answers, also the spellings. Correct answer is a plant with yellow flowers. The spelling of yellow and the flowers should be correct. This could even be asked as a given word, or it can be even asked in the form of meaning. You should learn in both the ways. In either way it could be asked. A plant with yellow flowers. I hope that you have written 2 times. For those who are not knowing the meaning, I hope they have written 2 times now. A plant with yellow flowers. Moving on to the 8th one. Quickly write down the meaning of stew. Meaning of stew. See, don't ask to anyone because I am displaying the question here. So if you don't know, you have to just write it 2 times. Meaning of stew. S-T-E-W, stew. I hope that you are writing it. Now let's see what the correct answer is. If you have written the meaning of stew, let's see what the correct answer is. Name of a dish. It is a kind of dish. Please first start writing 2 times if you have not written the answer till now. Now when I displayed, now you have to write 2 times. For those who have written already, check your answers, put the score. Now, it was there, this kind of dish is eaten by the people on the land of Bumbleboo. So, stew is a name of a dish. Not a physical dish, but an eating item. So, different dishes are there, different names are there. Correct? It's biryani is different dish, pizza is different dish. So, stew is also a kind of dish, a name of a dish. Moving on to the 9th one, GNU. G-N-U, GNU. Please write down the meaning. If you know the correct answer, please write it down. GNU. Okay, I hope that you are writing it as fast as possible so that I can just display the answers, the correct answers. Now let's see what the correct answer is. If you have written the answer, check it. If you have not written till now, please write down 2 times so that you can revise it. Name of an animal. If you have just written name of animal, it is okay. You are right. Then you can put tick mark, you can put right mark, and you can give you marks. You can give yourself the marks. So the one who have not written, please write down 2 times. Answer number 9. Name of an animal. All the spellings are very easy. Please write down answer 9. Name of an animal. If you have not written first. Okay, now I hope that you have learned many things and you have learned this meaning also. Number 10. Quickly write down the meaning of pelican. This is also same from the poem 2. So if you have learned the meanings properly, you should know the meaning of this. Pelican. P-E-L-I-C-A-N. Pelican. So write down the answer number also properly. Again and again I am repeating because answer number is very much important. While you are sending the photos to your follow-up teachers, we check each and everything. So let's see what the correct meaning is. If you have written, check it. Name of a large bird. Those who have not written, now I don't have to ask you to write it 2 times. You already know you have to write this 2 times if you have not written the answer first. Meaning of pelican. It's clear it is a name of a bird. It is a name of a large bird. In fact, it was there in the land of Bumbley Boo. Correct? So, name of a large bird. Answer 10 is a name of a large bird. You might get confused because one is a name of dish, one is a name of animal. So you might get confused, but you learn it properly, you understand it properly, then you will not get confused. Now moving on to true or false. Here also you have to just write the answers. I repeat, you just have to write the answers. If the statement is true, you will write true. If the statement is false, you will write false. But make sure you write the answer number properly. That means answer 1 true, answer 2 false, answer 3 false. This way you will give the number, answer 1, answer 2 and answer 3. This is the sequence. So I hope that you will write that sequence properly. Now let's see what the first sentence is. See, don't write this statement, don't write the sentence, don't write the question, just write the answer. If it is true, write true. If it is false, write false. And then check your answers after I display the correct answer. So the first statement is, the boy was named Ishubosi. The boy was named Ishubosi. Was the name of the boy Ishubosi in the first chapter? Then write true. If not, then write false. So you should not take much time to write true or false. So let's see what the correct answer is. This statement is true because the name of the tiny boy was exactly Ishubosi. So if you have also written true, put tick mark or put cross mark. Now let's see what the second statement says. Ishubosi wished to go to the city to play. Is it true or is it false? Write down your answers, answer number 2, and then check your answers when I display the correct answer. See, these all we have revised recently, before 2 to 3 lectures, so you should remember this. That is why I ask you to watch the lectures regularly. So let's see what the correct answer is. This statement is false. Why? Because the last part is wrong. He obviously wished, or I should say he certainly wished to go to city, but not to play, to work. So this statement is false. So you have also written false. Then you can put right mark, your answer is right. Otherwise put cross. Okay, I hope that you will be honest. You will not copy from the screen just. Okay, now let's see what the next question is. The next question is, Ishubosi sailed to the city in a cup. In a cup. Now please write whether it is true or false. You have to give answer number properly. Don't forget to give answer number. This is answer 3. Don't write this sentence, just write true or false. Ishubosi sailed to the city in a cup. Is it true or is it false? Now if you have written the answer, let's see what the correct answer is. This statement is false. Why it is false? Let me explain you. Ishubosi sailed to the city in a soup bowl, not in a cup. So again, first half is right. He sailed to the city, means he went through the waterways, through the sea, but not in a cup, in a soup bowl, which was kind of boat for him, almost of size of boat for him. Number 4, please write down the answer. Lord Sanjo had a beautiful house. Is it right? Was he having a beautiful house? If yes, then write true. If no, then write false. I hope that you are writing the answers properly. So let's check the answer. If you have written, it is true. Exactly, yes. Lord Sanjo was having a beautiful house. So even if you have written true, you also have written true, then it is right. Put tick mark over there because you have written right answers, so that you can check the answers on the spot. Now moving on to the next one, number 5. Ishubosi fought with a giant. True or false? Write down in your book. Answer number 5. Isubosy fought with a giant. So if you remember the story, is there anything like that? He fought with giant? Then it is true. Is there anything like he did not fight with giant? Then it is false. So I also told you in the beginning, keep the story clearly in your mind. Let's see what the correct answer is. Correct answer is true. So even if you have written true, give 1 mark to yourself for this, put tick mark. Or if you have written false, then your answer is wrong. And I hope that maximum of you have written correct answer only. Okay. So I hope that you have written all the answers, you checked all the answers while I was displaying the correct answer. So also make sure that in the next lecture also you have to sit with your book and pencil. Why? Because in the next lecture also I will give you the test like this. And try not to write from any book or from the screen. Try to write on your own and then check it from the screen. Also, do not forget to send it to your teachers. So, thanks for appearing for the test, students. I hope that you have did it honestly. That means you have not copied it from the book, neither from the book nor from the screen. And if you don't know the answer, you have to write the answer 2 times after I show it to you. This is what you will do in the next lecture also. So my only motive is, if you know, you can check your answers. If you don't know, you can revise it in this lecture itself. And make sure you appear for the test as you do in the school, so that you can give your level best and send it to your teachers, to the follow-up teachers, so we can write your name and we can display your name on the screens for the next time when we are going to display for this subject. So if you will do the work regularly, you will get the reward obviously. So make sure you work hard, and this is the good way to prepare for the online exams. Now enjoy your day and do not forget to send it to your subject teacher, because we are ready to note down the names of the students who are regularly attending the classes, whose handwriting are good. That is why again and again in the lecture I was telling you that please make sure your handwriting are good, write the answer number properly, because we even notice the presentation. If your presentation is good, we can write down your name in the category of good presentation. If your handwriting are good, we can write down your name in the category of good handwriting students. So if you want your name to be displayed on the screen next time, please make sure you have to work hard, work properly and regularly. Now also make sure you prepare for the objectives in the next lecture. Our next lecture's agenda will be, again I am going to take the test in the next lecture of objectives. It could be any objective. It could be FB, name the following, MF, but you have to be prepared, because in advance I am telling you, beforehand I am telling you. So you have to be prepared for the same. And last but not the least, when you are appearing for the exam, when you are writing the question answers, make it short and make sure that you fit that answer in the particular given lines. Because it is online, I know that it is tough for you, but try to write the precise answer. Don't write the full statements. I'll try to make the lecture for that, special lecture for that, how can you appear for the exam. I will try my level best to give you 100% how can you appear for the English exams. But now it is your responsibility that you are grasping all the things given to you in the lecture or not. It is your duty to take whatever teachers give you, to listen to whatever we tell you, whatever instructions we are giving to you. At last, we hope that you will stay safe, you will not go out unnecessarily, you will wear your mask, you will use your sanitizer. Thanks once again to appear for the test, to watch my video lecture. Be ready for the next test in the next upcoming lecture. Goodbye.